This is Srikanth Tadavarthi. You watching Srikanth Ideal Chemistry. So in this video we are discussing about conformational isomerism. What is conformational isomerism? So what is meant by conformational isomerism? The conformational isomers are also one of the part of stereoisomers. When the two or more organic compounds can having same molecular formula, structure formula, but different in the arrangement of atoms or groups due to free rotation of carbon-carbon single bond called as conformers, and the conformational isomers is also called as rotamers also. Okay, due to free rotation of carbon-carbon single bond. Once listen, what is the definition? When two or more organic compounds having same molecular formula and structure formula but different arrangement of atoms or groups due to free rotation of carbon-carbon single bond called conformers, and these are also called as rotamers. Conformers are rotamers. And here the free rotation of carbon-carbon single bond, due to free rotation of carbon-carbon single bond, here we get an infinite number of conformers can be formed. So in that in these forms, very few are noticed. Those are staggered, eclipsed, and skew forms. Here, due to free rotation of carbon-carbon bond, infinite number of conformers are formed. Then in those are mainly noticed as those are staggered, eclipsed, and skew or Gaussian forms. When you observe the order of stability of staggered, eclipsed, and skew forms, staggered form is more stable form when compared to the skew, Gaussian, or eclipsed form, and eclipsed form is very less stable. So order of stability due to if you take the order of stability, staggered form is more stable form. After Gaussian or skew form is more stable, and eclipsed is very less stable, and we cannot separate conformers due to small energy difference. The energy difference between the any two conformers is 2.9 kilocalories or 1 to 20 kilojoules. So here conformers cannot be separated due to small energy difference, that is 2.9 kilocalories per mole or 12.5 kilojoules per mole. And the reasons for the small energy difference between conformers or weak repulsive interactions and bond pair repulsion. This is we call as torsional effect. What we call as torsional effect due to the reasons are weak repulsive interaction between adjacent bonds and torsional strain. So torsional strain means bond pair repulsion or repulsion between bond pair electrons. Okay, due to these two reasons, the conformers are having very less energy difference. They cannot be easily separate to each other. Next, projection of conformations. I mean, how can you represent the conformations? Before going to conformational projection of conformational isomers, the conformational isomerism is shown by the alkanes. So alkanes shows conformational isomerism. And next is projection of conformers. Next is projection of conformers. So conformational isomers can shows by the two type of projections. One is Newman's projection and another one is Sahor's projection. So first we see about Newman's projection. Newman's projection. So just wait a moment. I just take the Newman's projection. So conformational isomers shows by the both Newman's projection and Sahor's projection. So I just want to show the Newman's projection and Sahor's projection for the ethane molecule. So just a moment, I will draw the structures. So in the Newman's projection, in ethane we have the two carbons. Each carbon consists of 3 hydrogen atoms. So here in the three-dimensional representation of Newman's projection, front carbon represented with a dot and back carbon is represented with a circle. So this is back carbon. So the back carbon is represented with a circle and front carbon is represented with a dot which is present center of the circle. I mean, okay. And the bonds attached to the front carbon is shown by the straight lines drawn from the center of the circle. So these are the bonds attached to the front carbon, and the bonds attached to the back carbon is represented with the joining of lines to the circle. So this is the Newman's projection for a staggered form. What is Newman's projection for a staggered form? So once again listen, in the Newman's projection for three-dimensional representation, front carbon is represented with a dot and back carbon is represented with a circle, and the bonds attached to the front carbon is represented with a draw a straight line from the center of the circle, and the bonds attached to the back carbon is represented with the straight lines attached to the circle. These are the bonds of back carbon and these are the bonds of front carbon. So this is about staggered. For staggered position, the arrangement of atoms or groups on front and back carbon present like this. So when you rotate the carbon-carbon double bond for 60 degrees, the staggered form can be changed into the eclipsed form. For ethane, each carbon having 3 hydrogen atoms. So they are the hydrogens of first front carbon. These are the hydrogens of back carbon. So after free rotation of 60 degrees of carbon-carbon single bond, the projection will be present. So this is a eclipse. So I mean, for every rotation of 60 degrees of carbon-carbon single bond, the staggered form can be converted into eclipsed and eclipsed form can be converted into staggered. Okay, so this is about a Newman's projection. Once again, Once again listen carefully. In the Newman's projection, in 3 dimension, front carbon represented with a dot and back carbon is represented with a circle, and the bonds attached to the front carbon is represented with drawing a straight line from the center of the circle, and the bonds attached to the back carbon is represented with drawing a straight line which is joining to the circle. Okay, so these bonds are representation to the back carbon, and these bonds are representation of a front carbon. So this is the arrangement for staggered, and this is the arrangement for eclipsed. For every 60 degrees rotation of carbon-carbon bond, we get a staggered form converted into eclipsed form, and eclipsed form converted into staggered form. So if you rotate less than 60 degrees, we get the skew or Gaussian forms. Okay, in the Sawhorse projection, so in the Sawhorse projection for 3-dimensional, the carbon-carbon free rotation bond is represented with a straight line. So represent with a straight line. So the left end is representation of front carbon. So this is representation of front carbon. So here we have 3 bonds, and this is representation of back carbon. So the right side end representation of back carbon, and left side end representation of front carbon. Then so this is a eclipsed form. So and these are the hydrogens attached to the front carbon. These are the hydrogens attached to the back carbon. So if you take the staggered form, it will be present after free rotation. This is a staggered form. So this is Newman's projection, and this is the Sawhorse projection. In the Sawhorse projection, the carbon-carbon free rotation bond represented with a straight line, and the left end is indication of front carbon, and right end is indication of back carbon, and these bonds are attached to the front carbon and right carbon. So this is the eclipsed arrangement, and this is the staggered arrangement. But mostly we use the Newman's projection for representation of conformational isomers. So here also, by the rotation of 60 degrees of carbon-carbon free bond, we get the we can convert the eclipsed form into staggered form, and staggered form into eclipsed form. Okay, so this is about Newman's projection and Sawhorse projection. But we use the mainly Newman's projection. So first I discussing about conformers of ethane. Conformers of ethane. Later I discussing about conformers of butane and cyclohexane. So when you discussing about conformers of ethane, the ethane can form the 3 type of conformers. One is eclipsed, another one is staggered, and last one is a skew or Gaussian. So I just take the 3 forms. So one by one. First I just take the eclipsed. So circle, back carbon, dot, front carbon. These are the bonds attached to the front carbon, and these are the bonds attached to the back carbon. So this is a eclipsed. Here these back carbon is this bond is exactly parallel to the front bond, and both are coincide like this. So okay, like this. Okay, this is front carbon, this is back carbon, both are coincide to each other. Okay, so this is eclipsed form. Now I just take the staggered. The staggered form, the distance between the bonds is maximum. We can say quite opposite. The bonds are present at quite opposite. This is a staggered, and just I just take the skew. So the skew representation, the bonds are not near like eclipsed, not for like staggered. These are medium. So this is the representation of skew or Gaussian. Okay, these are the available for conformers of ethane. So when you take the order of stability, the staggered form, the bonds are very far. So it is here the torsional strain or the bond pair repulsion is very less. so it is highly stable. Here very high. Why? Because the bond pairs are very close to each other. So here the repulsion is torsional strain is very maximum, so it is less stable. And in Gaussian skew form, the repulsion is not very high when compared to the eclipsed, not very low when compared to staggered. So the stability of skew or Gaussian in between of both the eclipse and the staggered. We already discussed that is okay. And now if you see this to get the eclipsed form to staggered form, so we need to rotate the 60 degrees, and to get the skew or Gaussian form, we need to rotate the carbon-carbon free bond less than 60 degrees. So note for every rotation of 60 degrees of carbon-carbon free bond, eclipsed and staggered forms are interconverted. At the same time, for every rotation of 0 to 60 degrees of carbon-carbon free bond, skew or Gaussian forms are formed. And in eclipse form, the distance between the hydrogen nucleus is this is the distance between the hydrogen nucleus are 2.29 angstroms. In the staggered form, the distance between the hydrogen nucleus are 2.55 angstroms. Here distance between hydrogen nuclei in a eclipsed form is equal to 2.29 angstroms. In a staggered form is equal to 2.55 angstroms. Okay, so this is about the conformers of ethane. Next we are discussing about conformers of butane.